Hey YouTube, it's me Stella. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're talking about old games because I've been playing a lot of that recently, like a lot. Um, Currently, right now, one of my fixations, my hyper fixations, is TF2. I'm slowly playing other games as well, um, but there's something I kind of noticed, and I've noticed this specifically about myself, and that is that older games at a certain point are just more fun than the newer stuff. You know, after they hit it feels like the late 2000s to the early 2010s. Really, I don't know. I feel like they've captured something about gaming that I don't think like modern gaming just gets right. I find myself always when it comes to fighting games, like, and I'll play new stuff, but one of the games I played for years was Super Smash Bros. Melee. And I've played Ultimate, I've played Brawl, I've played Smash Bros. I'll play the newer stuff. But in terms of just like amount of hours I put into video games, they almost always are games that are older. Uh, and even when I go into the specific genres and play other newer games, they're flashier. They're obviously have better um, mechanics. They're not as glitchy. They're typically like functionally have less problems. But I don't know what it is. There's something about the gameplay aspect that once I play it enough times, I get kind of like tired of it, right? Like I'll get really into it. I'll put like 12 to 15 hours into a game, and after a certain while, I'll just not have a feeling to play a game. Whereas when it comes to like older games, even if I'll take an extended break, I'll always come back to it and play, and then I'll put in a ton of hours. I'm putting in 30, 40 hours in that game, at any given couple of weeks. And when I get time, of course. Obviously, I'm not a teenager. I have a job. I have to kind of, work. But when I do have that time too, and I'm not doing anything else, I'm just in the game. And I'm always curious about why that is. And I don't know if it's necessarily personally me or if it's kind of experienced throughout a lot of people where like older games, for their faults being the fact that just the older games they have like limitations are still so much more fun than newer games. Even newer games that try to recreate older games or have create an older game feel. Uh, I think the better of the two, right, are indie games. I think indie titles do a little bit job of capturing. I think to my personality, almost in almost philosophical way, why games are fun, rather than AAA games. I think AAA titles really do kind of just like forget. I think they're so focused on, the biggest budget, it looking the nice, it having the most features, and those are good. No, I could be wrong; those aren't bad things. It's not like you shouldn't focus on it. But to me, it seems like they focus on all the less important things. While older games with their limited budget, with them only having to do with what they could, really focused on core aspects that gave games that replayability. Um, and maybe it's just me personally because I honestly have always played retro games, right? Like when the PS3 was out, or was it PS2? It was one of those. I think it was PS3. Instead of playing the new PS games, I got the fucking Sega collection, right? I was playing games like Echo Dolphin. I don't know if y'all remember Echo. It was a fun game. I was playing, Golden Axe. I was playing the Sonics, like OG Sonic Spinball. I was playing a lot of old retro games at the time new games come out, and I think that maybe just be me personally. I had a real, I think, comfort with the more of the animated art style, and like the more realistic real life stuff never really appealed to me as growing up when as the time those were coming out, and that was what everyone was coming to. So, I kind of just stuck there. And I think that's probably a lot of reasons why even today I'm sticking with older games, like, survival games. I've played The Forest and I've played Subnautica, and those are really fun games. But, like, I'm going back to Minecraft, right? I'm still going back to Minecraft, playing the newest versions, especially with friends. Like, they're always fun with friends. I played Modern Warfare, I played Overwatch, I played Valorant, but, like, CSGO and TF2, it's almost like it's almost like there was a blueprint for these games. Right? They're the blueprint. They're the peak, and everything after that was just kind of like some variation on that, and it never got up. And like they've only kind of, it almost seems like the way in which they've grown has only really been money wise, right? It's they got more money, so they're able to do stuff that you can do when you have more money. But that doesn't seem to, for at least for me, correlate with more fun games. Uh, and the thing is that like I haven't seen, and it's only games I've seen this with, right? Like for me, when I go into other mediums or other things, I I don't have that same nostalgia. For example, let's talk about music. I like new like people will talk about new taste music, and like obviously if you talk about the most popular stuff, it's pretty garbage. But if you know where to look, you can find new stuff that sounds amazing, and with new technologies and new ways to do it, it's even better than older songs. Even though older songs still have that classic feel, and some of those old songs are just untouchable. But to me, I don't have the feeling that like that nostalgia feeling like, oh well, all the good stuff has already happened and there's no new everything new just isn't as good. And that's not I just don't think that's the case. But with gaming, it seems to be, whether that's competitive gaming, whether that's story based gaming, whether that's survival games, whether that's FPSs, whether that's RPGs. For the most part, I just don't the ways in which they have improved don't yield for me the same sort of thing, ways in which I could get addicted to a game. Like I could literally waste all my life on a game. It just doesn't happen that way, at least not anymore. And I don't know, maybe y'all feel the same way, maybe y'all disagree. If you want, just have a discussion in the comments. Peace.